Hey, today we're going to talk about the major scale, the minor scale, and how to tell them apart, and its characteristics, and how to know them, and why you need to know them. That's what we're talking about today. Let's get started. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Truth Guitar Method. My name is Joel. You can call me Joel, son of Cesar, and yes, my dad's name really is Cesar. Today we're talking about the major scale and the minor scale after many weeks of not making a video. Life is crazy at the moment. With that said, let's go ahead and get started and see if we can tell these two things apart. I'm going to help you and walk you through each one. You need to remember this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You need to remember these numbers. Here we go. All right, so the reason I mention the numbers that you need to remember is because when you are comparing scales, which is what we're doing today, we're comparing scales. We're not learning the C major scale, the A minor scale, D major scale. We're not learning a scale, we're learning to compare scales. When we're comparing scales, you're going to want to use numbers, okay? Now, the terminology that people use or the words that people use are flat and sharp. Now, that doesn't mean that a note is going to be sharp per se or a note is going to be flat per se, but that a note will be flattened or dropped or a note will be sharp raised. So, super confusing, but I'm going to go ahead and clean it up for you. So, major scale. We're going to work with the C major scale just because that has all the regular letters and there's no sharps or flats that you need to deal with, right? So the C major scale, you can play that any pattern. On the 5th string, you can play it like this. On the 3rd string here. On the 6th string here. On the 4th string here. On the 2nd string here. Brings me to my first point is knowing your major and minor scale makes you more versatile when it comes to playing notes on the guitar. Don't stick to just the pentatonic scale. Now, the C major scale has 8 notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And each one of those notes falls under a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 is C. 2 is D, 3 is E, 4 is F, 5 is G, 6 is A, 7 is B, and 8 is C. Now, C major scale is in its most natural state. Now, when you're comparing a major scale to a minor scale, those numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are going to be altered. Some of them, but not all of them. In this case, when comparing a major scale to a minor scale, the 1 will stay the same. The 2 will stay the same. The 3 will be flattened. That means that instead of playing this 3 here, which was what we were playing, 1, 2, 3, to flatten it or lower it, you go back 1 fret. So 1, 2, flat 3, and then you stay with 4, which was here, the F, you stay with 5, which was G, and then the 6 is also flattened, and A, or the 6, was here, so flatten would be go back a fret. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and then the 7, which was here, a B, will be also flattened, so it'll go back 1 fret, and then 8 stays the same. So in major, we've got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I wanted to make the C major a minor, a C minor, then it would become 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, flat 7, I'm sorry, and then 8. And there you have your minor. Now, I chose linear so that you can kind of see me going back and forth from frets, but in reality, we're not going to play the scales. Or, we're not going to do that. We're going to play it in a position. So I'm going to go ahead and do the C major scale in the 3rd position, and I'm going to use 3, 5, and 7 as my starters, right? So C, D, E, fret 3, fret 5, fret 7, and then C, D, E, F, G, A, same thing, 3, 5, 7, and then B, C, B is on fret 4, so we got 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 4, 5, and there's your major. So flat 3, flat 6, flat 7 to make it minor. So 1, 2, 3. That's the 3rd position. We got to make it a flat. So we got to shrink it down, right? Back a fret. So, right? 4, 5. This was 6, but we got to flatten it, right? So, and then 7 was here on 4, but we got to flatten it also, so we move it back. And then 8. So now we have 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 8. Right, and if you compare the sounds, here's major, minor. And again, this can be done in any position. If I were to do this on the 3rd string, right? Still, the numbers again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what I'm saying. When I say fret, I'll kind of point to it. So in the 3rd string, we start on 5, 5th fret, but it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the major. And we're using frets 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, 8. There's tabs available for this down in the description below. Okay, so now to make it minor, right? We gotta make that a flat. 4 stays the same. 5 stays the same. 6 gets flattened. 7 gets flattened, and then 8 stays. And there's an easier way when you're playing it here. It has kind of a similar shape as before. And again, same thing if you go down here. Make it a flat, right? Flat 3, flat 6, flat 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To make, ooh, that was wrong. That was a raised 7. That was regular 7. And then 8. Okay, so flat 3, flat 6, flat 7. Now, the characteristics, super simple. A major has a very happy and moving forward characteristic. Here's a C major. It's almost bouncy and happy, especially if I'm playing it staccato like that. Very happy. If I was playing it minor, it has kind of a sad connotation, like a sad feeling to it. It's a little bit more sad. C major, C minor. See the difference? C major, C minor, C major, C minor. So, when comparing a major and a minor, you have to remember the major is in its most natural state, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, when we're talking about the notes in order. And when comparing it to the minor, you have to remember to flatten the third, flatten the sixth, and flatten the seventh. Now, real quick, remember, it doesn't mean that that note will be flat. It just means it's going to be lowered. So 1, 2, lower the third note wherever you are. 4, 5, lower the sixth note wherever you are. And 7, lower it as well. And then 8. And if we go into theory about it, we go into the double flats and the double sharps, and that's the reason I'm not really talking about the notes, but I'm talking about the numbers and the positions for each one of the letters. Guys, if you found this helpful when comparing a major and a minor, make sure you hit a like. And if you really enjoyed it, subscribe. There's more videos coming. I know it's been a while since I shot a video, but there are more videos coming. Subscribe and share the video. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment. Tell me what you didn't like. If you liked it, leave a comment. Tell me what you did like. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed Major Minor. Remember, visit truthguitarmethod.com, and what you're gonna want to do is go to the tab that says Free Stuff, and you're gonna go to Major and Minor Compared. That's the title of the PDF. Major and Minor Compared, and it'll give a tab explanation of the C major scale and the C minor scale, and how to flatten the third, how to flatten the sixth, and flatten the seventh. Okay, so truthguitarmethod.com, hit a like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you on the next video. See you guys. Bye.